All right.
Next, we will meet our 2011 Person of the Year. The National NAIDOC Committee would like to thank the Christensen Fund and the Commonwealth Bank of Australia for their support and their generous sponsorship by providing the bursary, in other words, bungu, this one here, that is part of the Person of the Year award. To make the presentation, he is last year's winner and CEO of the Aboriginal Legal Service of Western Australia, Dennis Eggington.
I love NAIDOC. I know we mentioned, just as I'm opening this envelope, we mentioned the sponsors, but I know that Ralph Norris from the CEO of the Commonwealth Bank's here, so welcome, Ralph. Oh, well, very popular one. The 2011 NAIDOC Person of the Year, the award goes to Terri Janke.
Terri Janke was born in Cairns in Queensland, of Torres Strait Islander and Cape York Peninsula Aboriginal heritage. A proud Miriam and Wuthati woman, Terri is a vocal advocate of stronger intellectual property protection for Indigenous artists. Admitted to practice in the Supreme Court of New South Wales and the High Court of Australia, she is widely regarded as one of the country's top lawyers in Indigenous cultural and intellectual property rights. Terri has served on the boards of many prominent Indigenous and non-Indigenous organisations and is the only Indigenous director on the board of Tourism Australia. In April 2008, Terri was invited by the Prime Minister to be a delegate at the Australia 2020 Summit. As well as writing and speaking internationally about Indigenous cultural and intellectual property, Terri is an accomplished writer of fiction. Her first novel, Butterfly Song, was published in 2005, and she is currently working on a follow-up.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Thank you. It's a real honour. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners, the Gadigal people. Thank you, Uncle Alan Madden, for your welcome. It's an absolute honour to receive this award tonight. As a Merian woman, a Torres Strait Islander, and an Aboriginal woman too, of Wuthati heritage, to be recognised by your fellow Indigenous people, there's no greater or higher accolade. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Benjamin Mitchell and Anne Martin, the co-chairs of the National NAIDOC Committee. Thank you for putting on tonight's event. But it's great to win an award, but we don't get here alone. I'd like to acknowledge a lot of people in the audience tonight who have known me since I was a child, my schooling, my university education, my working career. Thank you very much for your encouragement and support throughout my life. I really appreciate it. I am the daughter of Joanna Janke and John Janke. I'd like to thank my mother, JJ. She has been the optimistic spirit that has led me throughout my life. I call on her every day. And the hours and years that she has spent encouraging me, I acknowledge that with great heart. To my father, John Janke, he taught me how to argue very well and also to tell a good joke, especially when you're losing the argument. But thank you, Dad. And I'm extremely, extremely lucky to have two amazing siblings. I am smack bang in the middle of two talented people. My big sister, Toni Janke, thank you for being my very first role model. And to my brother, John Paul Janke, JP, You're charismatic and clever, and thank you for all your support and guidance, and thank you for nominating me tonight. I love you and appreciate it very much. Thank you. I also would like to thank my husband, Andrew. Andrew, you are the one. The love that binds us would make a really good glue. I thank my children, Tamina and Jakey Pitt, who give me cuddles and make me happy. I also have very good friends that support me throughout my life and make me laugh. Thank you, Anita Heiss, Robin Quiggin, Nancy Guevara, and my very best friend, Veronica. In closing, I'd like to reflect on the theme for tonight. NAIDOC change, the next step is ours. I'd like to acknowledge all the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people nationally and here tonight that believe in their heart and make those steps for change. Thank you very much. I'll treasure this award always. Thank you.